is another episode of SKY Skybars.
This episode is giving everything holiday vibes. Like girls just wanna have some fun.
Welcome to Skybars, girlies. Wanna know what's buzzing, Charlie?
So today we are featuring our big sister Joyceline with a cute dimples.
Hi Sky Girls, I'm very excited to be on another episode of Skybars. Today we are going to talk about adulting while we portray our future self in the form of art. Ready?
I don't know how I feel about painting, but then I think I'll give it a try.
You don't really need to know. You don't need to know how to paint. But basically just portraying how we see ourselves in the next 5 years. If you think you have a lot of money, just draw a dollar sign, basically. So let's get into it.
Babak says, before we continue, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Hey, 10. What do you mean I said 5, you're taking me to 10. Honestly, I can't say for sure. But let's find out at the end of the session. I'll show you my painting after that.
So my question is, I've always wanted to know when to try new things out. So when do you think is the right time?
Honestly, there's no right or wrong time to try new things.
Okay.
I would say do a little bit of research. So for example, you want to branch into a different school of study, do a little bit of research and then weigh your pros and cons. For example, I started as a biochemistry student and now I work in marketing. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been a long trip, honestly. So if you do your research and you think, well, this makes sense and it's something I really love to do, then definitely it's a good time to branch into that. But at the same time, I would advise you to take risks. So don't be too scared to try new things. You're young. I mean, you have so many years ahead of you. So whenever you feel there's something you want to try, think through it carefully and then try to make the right decision. So yeah, that's my advice for that.
So after listening to all you said, I just want to know, how much was your first salary?
I haven't seen in chambers, I'll tell you. But basically, I didn't just start and then money just came to me. It doesn't work like that. You have to make some sacrifices. So I began volunteering for a STEM company. You guys are familiar with STEM, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So I was volunteering as a social media manager for this STEM company. They didn't pay me, let me just say that. Yeah, but it was good experience, you know, because it's something I wanted to do long term. So it wasn't really about the money. So when you follow your passion, I think you guys have heard this before, when you follow your passion, the money comes to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. So just keep doing that, add to your CV, build experience. And yeah, eventually when you gather enough experience, there'll be a company willing to take you entry level, offer you some basic salary, and then you grow from there. And so yeah, don't chase the money immediately. Yeah. So
Big sis, with the job you are currently doing, do you plan on leaving someday, or it's something you have? Are you doing it for passion or for money?
I mean, there's a reason why I left science to do this. If I didn't like it, I would have given up long ago. But I actually enjoy what I do. And so it's a lot easier for me to wake up every morning and go to work, because I know when I go, I get the satisfaction of doing something that I like. So yeah, as much as I'm doing this because, I mean, a girl has to eat, but I do also like what I'm doing. So it's for both, I would say. So for passion and for money. Yeah.
Do you think having kids right now is going to ruin your career?
I don't think I'm ready to have kids right now, but at the same time, I don't think it would ruin my career. So I wouldn't consciously try and have a child.
Okay, so I've heard a lot about CV, but can you please educate us more on what exactly it's about?
Okay, so Your CV is basically a collection of your experiences or things you've done. My advice when sending in your CV for a job would be to make it relevant to the job. And what I mean by that is if you are applying for a social media manager job and you've written in your CV that you used to be a dancer in Canada, nobody cares. Yeah, so if anything, it should come last on your list. So when talking about the things you've done, make sure the first few things are relevant to your job. So if it's social media, you've done volunteer work, you can say I volunteered in social media for this and that company. Does that help?
Yep.
Okay, let me add a few things. It's a whole course, see me in chambers for that. But
All
basically, make it concise. Concise is basically short, but detailed. So don't ramble on about unnecessary things that they don't care about. Just say, I created content, I posted on TikTok, I did this and that. Nobody's going to follow you through the background on that. Include references so that when they want to call to check, maybe align to them. So yeah, so include references that you can trust and include timelines.
Okay.
So if you worked in 2019 for this company, you should include that. I would have advised you to include the year you completed school. Yeah, because some people employ people based on age. Yeah. And so if they think you're like 21, I'm like, oh, she's too young, what does she know? But maybe you know your stuff.
Yeah.
So you can put the years for everything else, but leave out the education part of it. Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Go on.
So, with interviews and CVs, which
Yeah.
of them do you think employers really pay attention to?
Okay, so when you send in your CV, they review it, and based on what you have said in your CV, what you claim to know, they call you in for an interview, which means, well, you're competent enough based on what you're telling them. So the interview is basically to cross-check whether you're aligned to them or not. And in the interview, it's always good to ask a question. So the employers are always looking for something significantly different from you, because so many people applied. I'm sure some other people's CVs were even better than yours, but your interview is usually the turning point for you. So if you send in your CV and you're lucky enough to get called for an interview, prove yourself to them, basically. But the interview is just like a confirmation process that, oh, she does this and that, but also she can speak well, she carries herself well, and all of that. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Most definitely.
It was fun hanging out with you, Vixes. I think now I know how to write my CV.
That's good. That's good. But anyway, so the rest of the audience, let me know what you want to become in the next 5 years in the comments. Now, I hope everyone is done with what they are drawing. So we'd like to see what everyone has on their board. Okay, let's start with yours.
This is a success school because I want to be a doctor. I do science. And then this is the other side because who doesn't like money? I like a lot of money. Then this is what's supposed to be a car. It was supposed to be an airplane, but I don't know how to draw that. So I did this instead. I want to own a lot of cars. And then this is Dr. Rich. Yeah. And this is I love sky. You can't see the Y, but it's there.
Teresa, please show us yours.
Okay, so I think I have some doubts about future here because I'm not so certain as to what I want to do. Yeah, but as it stands now, I think I would want to work with Sky in some years. Yeah.
Okay.
So I do Sky. I mean Sky Girls.
Okay. We'd love to have you. So.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Okay, can I see yours, Angel?
Okay.
Hey.
This is a lot. Okay. So to explain this, more money for the dollar sign, of course, and cars, and a house, and
Wait, people know this is 5 years, right?
yes.
Okay, just clarifying. Continue.
Okay. In the next 5 years, of course, I have my own house,
Ah, fantastic. I love
my
that.
car, more money, and with a cross, I'm getting more close to God.
Oh, Actually, yeah, that's impressive. I wish I added that to mine. I was just thinking about mine. But anyway, yes. Let me show you mine. I'm not really good at drawing, so don't laugh. If you laugh, I don't even care. So, yes, let me explain. So, a huge bundle of cash for abundance of money. What's supposed to be an airplane for travels. This because I want to go back to school and get a master's degree in communications. This extra money for spice. This because it's my dream car. It's a G-Wagon. Okay. And then this if I find love.
I forgot to explain some particular. This is money. I mean more money. More money.
Alright, guys, sisters, we are out, but make sure to follow us on our social media platforms, Sky Girls GH. Be true to yourself and make sure to make good use of every opportunity you get hold of. Bye.